Jaeger Dairy all partnered to develop and test a subsurface drip irrigation system that uses manure effluent rather than commercial fertilizer. I would think the conventional wisdom at the time probably still is for a lot of people. They're saying putting manure through drip is difficult at best. So can you tell us more about this process and how you overcame some of the technical hurdles and what the system really looks like and drip rate, etc.?
Sure, no problem. Again, appreciate you having us on. Back in 2014, we were in the peak of the drought too, also over here in California. So we were trying to figure out how to utilize multiple water sources, which was one of the goals as well. And the challenge is always is trying to see how you can do something different. Netafim has always prided themselves on being innovators. So we said we think we can do it, so we went after the challenge. So the first challenge, like you were saying, was trying to see how we could get it through the system. So one thing we figured out is we had to kind of pre-screen it, which allowed us to take off some of the large debris. And then we put it through basically conventional irrigation products after that. One thing is we did have to come up with an automated blending system because the effluent product that comes in always varies on how much nitrogen level it has in it. So by us really learning how to automate that, we actually took the time to patent the automation process of how to blend this together. So we actually came up with a way that's cost effective to do that, and it's fully automated, which allows the farmers to keep farming and allows the system to do its job. And then it goes through its conventional sand media systems, which is a filter that has sand inside of it, a certain size silica sand that pulls out any debris that's larger than what can go through the system. In this case, we had to double it, and we wanted to get up to blends of 55 to 60% of manure water versus fresh water. We do blend it with fresh water because we cannot take it 100% through. And then it goes out in the field. When we go out in the field, it's a standard system that we use in any buried drip system, SDI system, for forage crops. So at that point, it just goes out and runs like a lot of other systems that Jaeger Farms already has on their farm.
So just a little follow-up there. What is really the drip rate and how often does it run?
The drip rate is we actually have the emitters coming out of our Typhoon emitter. We've also upgraded into our Aries emitter, which are specifically molded emitters for putting out exact amounts for each exact emitter. So we're running about a 0.16 to a 0.18 gallon per hour per dripper, and they're 14 inches apart down the line, and then they're 40 inches apart between the rows. And so you apply the water as when you need it. So a lot of times farmers will use either soil moisture monitors, which we mandated we use in this situation because we were trying not to have any deep movement of water so that we kept all the nitrogen and fertilizers and everything else right there at the root zone so nothing got deep percolation, which is something we're all fighting in agriculture, is to make sure we keep our nutrients where the plants are and not push down to the water tables. And then the other thing is that, and then you just apply it as the plant needs it. So use either soil moisture sensors or evapotranspiration rate, which is seeing how much the plant uses every week and you replace it that week. So it's going to vary on weather conditions, what stage the plant is in growth, and what you're trying to meet for your harvest needs.
Well, thanks, Dominic. Richie, I just